Hello everyone, this is Amritpal Singh. I'm here to present my video on Apache Pig. Today I'll be talking about what is Apache Pig and how it is different from Apache Hadoop MapReduce. If we have a MapReduce available, why we are switching to the Apache Pig? So these are the points that I'll be talking about in this video. So stay tuned. So like I have made some list of contents for today's video. So let me first show it to you. These are the contents. What is Apache Pig? What are different problems that associate with the MapReduce? And then how the Pig is different from other tools like Hive and other abstractions. And then we'll talk about what's Pig's philosophy. So these are the 4 main points of today's video. So let's start with the first point. What is actually Apache Pig is? So Apache Pig, this is how we can we can define it. Apache Pig is a scripting platform for big data processing that is developer friendly, and it's easy to learn and process all type of data. Like why Pig is actually so popular? Because the first reason is like it has lesser complexity as compared to the Apache Hadoop MapReduce. In order to work with Apache Hadoop MapReduce, first of all one should have knowledge of Java, and we need to write very complex programming for doing little task as well, right? And also the MapReduce is actually a low-level API, right? It's very complex to handle. On other hand, Pig is a scripting platform, right? Actually, it's quite easy to understand because whatever the data, whatever the task the MapReduce is doing in 100 lines of code, we can do in 3 or 4 lines of code. This is how easy is that, right? That's the reason Pig is actually evolving. It's so popular among the developers because whatever task that you're gonna perform with the Hadoop MapReduce, the same task you can perform with a Pig with the ease, right? That's the reason Pig is so popular. So this is a scripting platform. It makes use of one language called Pig Latin. Whatever the language that Pig uses, we call it as Pig Latin, and Pig works on a grunt shell, right? So this we all talk about in this video. So this is how we can define what is Apache Pig. It's a scripting platform. It's an abstraction over the MapReduce because we have to hide the complexity of MapReduce if we want to query the Hadoop cluster, right? So even though if you're not familiar with the Java, still if you want to work with the you want to query Hadoop cluster, you can do it using Pig. This is how Pig is so important for us, right? This is called what is Apache Pig. This is how we can answer it. Then next point which I've highlighted in the contents was what are the problems with the MapReduce, right? Let me just go to the little bit in a history. Like traditional RDBMS that you all know that we have the oracles and other softwares and other data warehouse systems. It cannot scale up to the growing size and needs of data management. You know that data in today's world is evolving like anything, right? It's actually increasing at exponential rate, and so we need to we need some specialized tool so that we can actually we can actually go in parallel with that pace. Otherwise, we can't process that huge data, evolving data, which is actually coming at every second. So the Google then actually proposed a solution that it introduced 2 parallel computing techniques. One is GFS, means Google's file system, which is also a distributed file system like SDFS, and then it actually also also introduced the MapReduce to address the big data problems related to the storage and data processing. You know that big data is actually has we can easily characterize. We can easily say that big data is the data which actually associate with the huge volume, huge velocity, right? Huge variety. So these 2 techniques or these 2 solutions has been given by Google in the past to cope up with these problems, right? Then what happened is then the Doc Cutting, you know that he's an inventor of Hadoop, is actually inspired by that Google technologies, created a technology called Hadoop that actually is quite a buzzword and quite a I guess very popular word these days, with the 2 modules SDFS and MapReduce. SDFS and MapReduce actually are same as Google GFS and MapReduce with respect to functionality. I guess you know that MapReduce works on 2 functions, map and reduce, which take key value pairs, right? It works on a key value pairs, and MapReduce has proven itself in big data processing and become a base platform for current and future big data technologies. Whatever the tools that we are seeing it today actually has been built on the top of I'll say that it have taken an inspiration from the MapReduce, because MapReduce was the first, I guess, the algorithm which was designed for this distributed computation or parallel computation, right? And all the tools which are coming up today like Hive, Pig, Flume, right? All actually worked on top of Hadoop, and like indirectly they are making use of MapReduce, right? Let's suppose if you write some like maybe one query on Hive or Pig, actually it is like in the behind the scenes, it's actually converted into the MapReduce job, and then it is actually submitted to the cluster. Like maybe like it means you're not not familiar of that thing, that even though you're writing the Pig Latin, if you're making use of Pig Latin, or maybe if you're making use of Hive query language, but behind the scenes it's got converted into the MapReduce and submitted to the Hadoop cluster, right? So that's the reason actually MapReduce actually has proven in the past that it's capable enough to like process the big data, right? So what are the problems now then like MapReduce has got in the past? Like it is a low level API, like I've already mentioned that. So it is very complex to, it's very actually not easy to handle. It's a very there's a lot of complexity involved with the MapReduce. Second thing is that you need to think every time in the terms of key and value. Like I've already pointed out that MapReduce actually, if we just split these words, map and reduce, these are two functions. Map and reduce both works on key value pair. Like map take as input key value and give you the key value, right? But reduce will take the key and list of values and give you the key value. It means indirectly they're both working on key value pairs. Third thing, MapReduce has a very lengthy development time, right? Is also like a drawback with the MapReduce. And last, it cannot be used for ad hoc purposes. I guess you must be familiar with this word ad hoc. Ad hoc meaning is like it's a query like which cannot be determined prior to the moment the query is issued, right? So this is called ad hoc, right? So it can't be used for ad hoc purposes. One more example I want to quote, like this is the like little snapshot I've taken from the MapReduce word count program, right? In order to code the word count program, this is how you need to write, right? Similar, just for getting the occurrence of each word in the text, I need to write this much in the case of MapReduce. But the same piece of code, if we want to write in the Pig, this is how we can do it, just in the 5 lines, right? You can see it's quite easy to understand as well. Like simple, we are taking an input. It means that even though if you have a little knowledge of SQL, still you can understand what is going on. But in the case of MapReduce or this like a Java program, we need to write the classes of mapper, driver, reducer, then like whole lot of Java involved in it. So it's quite complex to handle, right? That's why Hadoop, like Pig has came up with the solution that you can write the same thing, you can do the same similar task, but with an ease, right? With just a 5 set of lines, you can do it, right? That's why Pig is so popular in today's world. Next point is, the third point of today's this video is that how the Pig is different from other tools. Like here I have mentioned that MR abstraction meaning is MapReduce abstractions. Now, as I've already have shown you that in order to like work with a simple like task, we need to write a very lengthy piece of code. So that's why like a lot of solutions have come up and a lot of abstraction has come up just to hide the complexity of MapReduce. We have 3 solutions available: cascading, Apache Hive, Apache Pig. So first of all, what is cascading? The cascading is a Java-based MapReduce abstraction which is used for building the big data applications. It hides the key value complexity of MapReduce from a programmer so that programmer can focus on a business logic. Similar example like which used to code is, let's suppose you're sitting with your laptop and you're actually querying like particular website and you're looking for some song, right, to download that song or maybe to listen to that song. But now you're not bothered about that where the song is resided, on which server it is got resided, whether it is distributed in fashion or whether it's in centralized in fashion. You hardly bother about these things, right? Yes, just you want to listen that song. Similar example, we can say in this case that programmer can just focus on his logic rather than like working or handling the complexity of MapReduce. That's why cascading is one of the abstraction, which is the Java based. Next we have Apache Hive. Apache Hive again, like it's another abstraction we have, and it's written only for the warehouse use case, right? That can process only structured data that is available within the tables, and it is a declarative language. This is one of the important characteristic of Hive that talks about what to achieve rather than how to achieve, right? So like in addition or in contrast to the Hive, then we have Apache Pig, which is a scripting platform, and Pig is a procedural language. The Pig Latin can process all type of data, structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. This is how these two platforms are different from each other. Hive is a declarative language, Pig is a procedural language. Hive actually meant for the structured data, the data which is stored within the tables, but Pig can accommodate like structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. One of the another main feature of the Pig is debugging. The developer can easily debug the Pig Latin programs, right? So this is like very easy to debug in the case of Apache Pig as well. So like this is how we can actually compare the Pig with other tools. Like the first abstraction we got in the MR is Java based, which is cascading. Then we have Apache Hive, and then we have Apache Pig. The last point of today's this video is Pig philosophy. Like I have written 3 lines here. Pig eats anything. Pigs live anywhere, and pigs are domestic animals. So what I actually mean by this, right? These 3 lines. First is pigs eat anything. Meaning is that pig can process all type of data, such as structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. It can also read data from multiple sources like Hive, HBase, Cassandra, and so on. Like pigs live anywhere, meaning is that Apache Pig is a big data processing tool that was first implemented on Apache Hadoop. Now it can even process local file system data as well. And last one is pigs are domestic animals, meaning is like another domestic animals, pigs are user friendly, are friendly animals. And why I'm taking this example, because Apache Pig is also user friendly. Apache Pig is easy to use and very simple to learn as well. If the schema is not specified, it takes the default schema. So that's why we can actually end up this video with this, that Pig actually is another abstraction we got, which actually have a lot of advantages, and we can easily choose Pig if we have to just compare Pig with the MapReduce, right? I hope you must have understood the today's topic, that what is Apache Pig and how it is different from Apache Hadoop MapReduce. In case if you have any query, if you actually feel something is not understood, please feel free to contact and kindly comment on this video like how you like it. Thanks for watching. See you next video.